uh, on a crash involving a Houston Police Department marked unit. The crash happened at a little before 11 o'clock this evening. We had a marked HPD unit who's traveling on Fuquay, who's just driving down the street. Um, an intoxicated individual disregarded the stop sign, blew right through the stop sign. The officer struck him. Thankfully, no one's deceased. The intoxicated individual was transported to the hospital with some injuries. We're still kind of determining what those injuries are, but as they're treating the injuries, we're also evaluating him for intoxication. And based on his statements at the scene, based on his statements at the hospital, we're dealing with a very intoxicated individual. Uh, you know, in this area, this happens all too often. Sadly, we're all out here because an HPD unit was involved, but this happens all the time. Thank God no one was killed, but we make 100 DWI arrests on a weekend, and it's nothing. This is, but for a police officer, this is just another one of those. So it's always nice for me to be able to come out and talk about these when we don't have a tragic set of events here. This can be and should be a big reminder of how serious these can be without a dead body sitting on the side of the road. So this person's going to go to jail. This person is likely going to have a DWI conviction on their record for the rest of their life. But thankfully, it's not an intoxication manslaughter or intoxication assault of a police officer, because our officer is here on scene still, did not suffer any significant injuries, which is the real story here. He's okay.
It sounds like the officer was driving eastbound on Fuquay
Correct.
and hit the driver driving northbound.
Yeah, the driver was coming northbound on this cross street, which is controlled by a stop sign, and we've seen video. We've confirmed the fact that he didn't stop. He didn't even pause. And when asked about what the traffic control devices were and what he was doing, he told the officers at the hospital that he had the green light. So if you guys want to pan over and look at this, there are no traffic lights. So not only did he disregard the stop sign, he didn't even know what kind of devices were there. So that's a good indicator. It's what we in law enforcement call a clue that this person might be intoxicated. And we went through, we're in the process of getting a search warrant to draw his blood to confirm what all the field sobriety tests showed, and what we believe we have from the hospital blood as well, is that this individual was highly intoxicated at the time of this crash.
I guess with the spring break and stuff coming up too, it's a good reminder.
That's absolutely right. Like, we are about to be on a 2-week span of kids, both high school and college, out and just let loose. And all of us have been there. So this is a huge reminder to them and to their parents to convey how important it is to not drink and drive. If there's any other ability to get home, just don't get in your car. Parents, give them an Uber account. Give them a Lyft account. Have them submit receipts to you and tell them you're going to pay them back. Whatever it takes to not mix alcohol and younger drivers. It's what we have to do, because every year we see such a huge increase in the DWIs, in the DWI crashes, which always can lead to deaths on the roads. A DWI for a 20-year-old kid affects them for the rest of their lives. It changes the trajectory of young people's lives, and that's the best case scenario. The worst case scenario is, as a parent, you have to watch your child either be put in the ground in a casket or go to prison for killing someone else. And we see that, numerous times every year because of these upcoming 2 weeks. So that is a huge part of this, and in a wonderful way, without a death, to convey that message again. Is it's coming up on spring break, and we all have to do what we can do to make sure that we don't